how would I bid that job? How much would you charge to plow that lot? How much would you charge to do those sidewalks? I've got 300 linear feet of sidewalks, or I got 10 feet of sidewalks. I just don't know what should I charge for it? I think when you ask yourself what you should charge for something, I think we take a look at it even deeper and say, and I'm kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit, but it's really not, I guess it is what should you charge for it, but what's the value of the service that you're providing? That's what I think we really need to look at. When we look at snow and ice management, the first thing we got to do is understand cost for any service we provide. I get it. You get it. It doesn't matter what our competitors charging, right? Because you look at, just pull out some plow manufacturers out there, Western, SnowX, Fisher, whoever it is, it doesn't matter. Throw your favorite brand in there. But my point is simply this. They all know what it costs to manufacture that plow and sell it. Yeah, they want to be competitive with each other, but they understand cost. They know what it costs to build that plow and that spreader. Do you know what it costs to get your plow truck and your spreader to the job site? If you don't know the answer to that by saying, yeah, I know my truck costs me, and I'm just going to make some numbers up, $8.27 an hour, and my plow costs me $4.32 an hour. My V-box spreader or my tailgate spreader costs me X number of dollars an hour, and my addition overhead costs this much an hour. You need to know all those numbers within your company, because if you don't know that first, the rest of it doesn't matter. And you don't have to believe me on that. You just got to look at the failure rates for our industry. We don't buy lawnmowers and string trimmers and blowers and snow plows and salt boxes and say, I wonder how long it's going to take me to go out of business. Because statistically, that's what happens. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer today by any stretch of the imagination. But I just want everybody to understand, don't make the mistakes that Wayne Vose made at Wayne's Lawn Service by going out and pricing my jobs based on what everybody else was doing and what I thought the market would bear. Because once you sit down and you calculate cost per hour of operation for your company, and you know that, hey, that plow cost you this much, my truck costs this much, my labor costs this much, whether it's just you as the labor. You can be a one-truck operation, but you still got to know, hey, what's my labor cost into my cost per hour of operation? What's my additional overhead? What's my desired profit margin? Then you can logically and sensibly go out and bid jobs. But until you know that number, you might as well get a dartboard out like my buddy Tom Simpson. He's dead now. But Tom said he used to use the dartboard method. He'd throw a dart, and wherever the dart landed that day is how he bid his jobs for that day, based on how bad he needed the work. And, I can hear you out there laughing, saying, well, God, that guy's a moron. I think a lot of times, a lot of us use the dartboard method. A lot more of us use the dartboard method than we want to say we do. But don't rely on the dartboard method to make your company successful. Rely on some sound methodology, mowing and landscaping and fertilization, weed control, and snow and ice management. Ours is very simple to use. Until you know that, hey, I need $150 an hour for that plow truck and spreader, or I need $100 an hour for that plow truck and spreader, or I need $200 an hour for that skid steer, or whatever the right answer is. One thing you'll never hear me tell you is what to charge. I'll show you how to calculate cost per hour. I'll show you how to calculate your break-even point. And from that point, you as the business owner get to decide, hey, what's this service worth? What's the value of my services worth to somebody, and then you can add above and beyond that break-even point. But what you won't do any longer is go out and undersell yourself. And that's how I almost put myself out of business.